Hi, I'm Deb, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Yoga Bites with Deb. Today we have a practice that ends or features half moon pose. Half moon is a very challenging balancing posture that requires you to really have open hips. So we'll do some hip opening postures first, and then we'll move into our half moon pose. I would definitely say that this is a bit more of an intermediate practice. And I highly recommend that you have a block with you that you place at the top of your mat. Join me on your back. Lie on your back with your knees bent. We're going to take our right foot and flex it, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Then we're going to start with a twist, drop the knees to the left. Maybe left hand holds on to the ankle and you push that right knee away from you. If you can't reach your ankle, don't worry about it. And if you like, you can extend that right arm up and just relax it beside your ear. So we're breathing into the right side of the body, especially right into that hip crease area, right where the top of the leg meets your hip and your buttocks. So let's just take a couple of deep breaths here. One more deep breath. Release your arm down, bring your legs up, belly is in. Maybe lift that left foot up, maybe wrap your hands around your left thigh. If you can't reach it, you can always grab a strap and use a strap to bridge that gap between your hand and your thigh. We're pulling the left thigh towards us while pushing the right thigh away from us. A couple of breaths here. Just letting go of any tension that's in those hips. And then we're going to release and uncross. Other side, flex the left foot, left ankle over the right thigh. Belly is in, drop the knees to the right. Right hand grabs for that ankle if it's available. Push the knee away from you and maybe extend that left arm up to relax. Focus on the breath. Direct the breath. Imagine you could breathe directly into where you're feeling that tension. Or maybe it's not tension, maybe it's just sensation you're feeling. Release the arm down, bring the legs up to center, belly is in, lift the right foot up if you like, wrap the hands around the thigh or use a strap, pulling the right thigh towards you, pushing the left thigh away. And we're going to slowly release and uncross. You're going to roll to your side, tuck your chin in, belly's in as we bring ourselves up and onto our hands and knees. Spreading our fingers wide, drawing that belly in. We're going to take that left leg, bend the knee, flex the foot. Let's just give a couple of pulses here. And then let's just take some circles, loosen into the hip. And let's circle in the other direction. And then hold here. If you want to add balance, keep the belly drawn in, extend the right arm up, or maybe reach back and grab for the foot as you push the foot into your hands. Releasing down. Other side, belly's in, extend that right leg out, bend the knee, flex the foot, a couple of pulses here. Fire up those glutes, and then let's take it into nice big circles. And circle in the other direction. And then we're going to hold, belly is in, add the left arm for balance if you like, or reach back, grab the foot, push the foot into the hands, lengthen up. And then we're going to release. Curl the toes under, belly's in. Lift those knees up, push back, downward facing dog. Belly is in, hug those elbows in. Maybe you want to pedal out your dog, bending one knee, straightening the other heel. It doesn't have to touch the mat, it can just go in that direction. All right, holding. Okay, lifting, right leg up. Draw that belly in, and we're going to step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lizard lunge. Sink the hips down, lower the left knee down, uncurl the toes. Holding here. You could turn your toes and knees in the same direction. So if the knee turns out, the toes turn out. You could grab a block and lower your forearms down. Or if you don't need the block, lower the forearms to the mat. Just getting into that outer hip a little. Inner thigh, inner hip flexor here on that left side. Couple of breaths. Bringing ourselves up. Curling the back to under. Come back to downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg up now. Drawing that belly in. Stepping that left foot to the outside of your hand. Lower the knee. Uncurl the toes. Left knee and toes, same direction. Hold here. Or lower onto a block or forearms to the mat. Coming up onto your hands once again. Curl the back toes under, step back, downward facing dog. And you could simply hold here, you could rest into child's pose, or we could flow through a vinyasa, bend your knees, way forward into our plank. You could lower the knees and lower to your belly, or you could roll forward on the toes, and let's lower halfway or less. Uncurl the toes, come into up dog or cobra, and then push all the way back into downward facing dog. Let's lift our right leg up, bend the knee, and turn that knee up towards the ceiling. So trying to stack the hips, one on top of the other. Really press into both palms. And then pigeon prep. Bring that knee forward. Right knee to right thumb. Move the foot out of the way of the groin. Flex these toes back, and then slide that left leg back, making sure there's no pain in your knee. No pain whatsoever in your knee. So you're nice and even. This left hip bone, you want it to point towards the mat. You don't want to lean onto your right butt cheek. And we could stay up high. We could lower maybe onto our forearms. You can use blocks. Or you could rest your head down onto your hands or maybe right down to the mat. So keep noting if you are sinking to your right hip, you want to draw that left hip down. And take one more deep breath in. Maybe exhale as you sigh it out. And then bringing ourselves back up. Curl the back toe under, step back into downward facing dog. Left knee lifts up, bend the knee, turn that knee up towards the ceiling. Bring that knee forward. A left knee towards left thumb. Move the foot out of the way. Flex those toes back. Slide the right leg back, nice and far. Even on the hips. So notice, am I leaning to that left side? Lift up, press that right hip bone to the mat. And you might stay up, or you might come down to your forearms. Or you might rest your head onto your hands, or right down to the mat. Lengthen out your breath and really relax your body. And then slowly bring ourselves up. Curl the back toe under. Downward facing dog. Once again, hold here. Come into child's pose. Or let's wave through our vinyasa. Plank. Lower to the mat. And halfway down, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. All the way back to downward facing dog. Lifting that right leg up, drawing that belly in, we're going to step. Right foot forward, plant the left foot down. Bend into the right knee and come up into your warrior two. Warrior two posture, gazing over those front fingertips. Straighten, lean, tilt into our triangle. Gazing up. Make sure you have length through both sides of the body. And then we're going to bring ourselves up, bending into this front knee again. We're going to come into half moon pose. You're going to take your right hand either to the mat or grab a block. It's a little easier to raise the ground up. So grabbing onto your block, I like to start with both hands on the mat. Lift that left leg up. Draw the belly in. Flex the foot and then stack your hips. One on top of the other. Gazing at one point, raise the left arm up, trying to stack your shoulders, one on top of the other. Shoulders and hips. Gazing at one point and breathing. Good. Start to bend that knee. Come all the way back. Warrior two. Plant those hands down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Hold here. Or again, let's take a little vinyasa, a little flow, whatever variation you want. Meet back, downward facing dog. Taking that left leg now, lift it up, draw the belly in, left foot steps forward. Oh, I didn't quite make it. I help it along. Plant the right foot down. Warrior two on this side. Straighten the legs. Lean and tilt into your triangle. And bring yourself up. Bend into that front knee. Reach for your block or your mat. Lift the right leg up. Flex the foot. Stack your hips. When you're ready, stack your arms. Trying to turn your torso to face the right side of the mat. And then we're going to bring ourselves down into a forward fold. Forward fold. Hang in here. Maybe a ragdoll. Fold your arms. Let everything dangle. Release the hands. Heel toe your feet to the side. Sink down into a squat. Palms at your heart. I'll just turn so you can see me. Lengthen your spine. Your elbows could gently press the knees open a little bit wider. We're going to slowly come to a seated position. Soles of the feet together. Knees drop out to either side, sitting tall. Bowing ourselves forward. Slowly lengthening up, extending the right leg forward. Raise those arms up. Inhale. Tilt forward. Exhale. Bow forward. And we can make this very passive. You can round your spine. Maybe you hold onto your foot. Maybe it's your shin. Maybe it's your knee. Slowly raise yourself up, soles of the feet together, sit tall. Extend that left leg out, raise the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Tuck your chin, again, nice and passive, relaxed. Bringing ourselves up. Bringing Sukhasana, right foot in, left foot in front of the right, sitting tall. And again, we're just going to release those hips a little bit more. Walk those hands, nice easy pose. Come forward any amount, tuck your chin. You can use blocks to keep the ground just high enough for you. Slowly lengthen up. We're going to switch the cross of our legs and very slowly come back forward any amount. Walk yourself forward, sitting nice and tall. Perhaps you want to close your eyes just for a moment. Connect with your breath. Notice how you feel. And that was our yoga bite for today. I hope you've enjoyed the practice. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Namaste.